Let's focus on those stimulus negotiations with key benefits for millions of Americans set to expire in the next few weeks. See whether Virginia Senator Tim Kaine can believe that. He was the Democratic vice presidential nominee in the 2016 election. Anything is possible, Senator Hawley and Sanders. Am I right?
Joe, you are. And look, I think there's quite a consensus on both sides of the aisle in both houses that this would be a good proposal if we can find a path there. First, the government will not shut down. We're going to need to take another week to negotiate the full year spending bill, and we'll do that today. We'll pass the defense bill today. But I think the real game in town, as you suggest, is what should be in this COVID package. And Democrats and Republicans in the Senate are working very hard. We have agreement on a number of items. There are a couple of items that are still up in the air. Liability protection, state and local government aid, and the request by Senator Sanders, Hawley, and others that we might want to consider a direct stimulus check component to the deal. Those are still being discussed.
I mean, it seems like we're arguing about the size. People agree there should be some stimulus. I even think the $916 billion includes some stimulus there. It's not $1,200, but there should be a number there that can get enough people on board, right? So it's really the liability thing. And what's the big deal with that with Democrats? Why not? Are you okay with it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We just have a different proposal than the Republicans. Look, Democrats want this package to help businesses. The single largest item that's been agreed on is aid to small businesses, just like in the other COVID bills we've done. That's the biggest priority, and Democrats are strongly on board. And other provisions that we've agreed to also are strongly supporting businesses reopening. But the issue is, how do you do liability protection? What the Democrats want to do is do a 6-month pause of all litigation so that states can pass their own liability rules. We want to create an affirmative defense so that if a business followed the best guidance at the time, that would basically show that they weren't negligent. And we also want to create a massive indemnification fund for businesses so that if judgments are rendered against them when they were trying to do the right thing, they can get that indemnified together with their costs and reasonable attorney's fees. That's the Democratic proposal. The Republican proposal is to dramatically elevate the proof requirements, the standard of liability for any claim in state or federal court related to COVID. They prefer that approach. We really like our approach because it provides this fund to protect businesses, and we're still talking.
Senator, given the spending and the unprecedented times that we've lived through in 2020, I mean, something just under $1 trillion is still a lot of money, but compared to the $2.2 trillion that the Democrats passed, that for some reason it lulls us into this feeling that, oh, well, we got this, we don't even have to think about this. But it is a lot of money, and the vaccine looks like it's near term. Unfortunately, you're talking about at least 3 months probably, and this is necessary as a bridge, no less necessary with or without what we're hearing on the vaccine front.
Yeah, Joe, you've actually stated it just right. It is a lot of money. But the good news is we can see hope out there. By the second quarter, you're going to see huge numbers of Americans having been vaccinated. That will improve health. That will improve the economy. That will provide a big psychological uplift after a very difficult year. But we got millions of people whose unemployment benefits start to expire the day after Christmas, businesses that are still struggling so much, and we just can't, we just can't leave them dry for the next couple months.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.